Welcome back to Daytime, folks. Now, this is where it gets combination both exciting and depressing. Depressing for any of you people that just completed what you think to be a superstar washroom. Well, wait till you see theirs, and that's the people at Pioneer Craftsmen Limited. And Jennifer Dainard is back to show us. Now, before we cut to commercial, we saw some renderings of the before.
Yes.
And we are going to see some renderings of, again, the after, and then we're going to get to see the photographs. So this is where it gets really, really fun. We always get all excited.
There you go.
Anyway, so let's recap here.
Under-promise, over-deliver, Jay.
Well, so let's recap. Let's recap very quickly the before, just in case you're joining us now.
Absolutely. We had kind of an alcove tub that had, shower that was in the ensuite bathroom that was walled in with a little 24-inch glass door, so very typical of the era of this house. Dark, unexpressive, that kind of thing in that corner. Didn't have a lot of depth in this space, didn't have a lot of length to work with, a vanity. The other bathroom, this is fairly typical of a layout of a bathroom that might be a 7x5 or a 9x5 bathroom, a layout that really works well. It just didn't give them a whole lot of vanity space and countertop length. So what I did was I really took this whole space and I said, okay, I need to mix it all up. So really I removed all the walls from this point back on the interior, and in fact, was able through the process of talking through a couple of different plan options to work with an idea that the clients agreed with to take this existing wall between the bathrooms and the master bedroom and move it down a foot. So I stole a foot of space, that whole wall, for the bathroom and closet configuration. So this is where you're seeing a slightly shorter wall behind the door of the master, just pulled down. Right. The wall that was used to sit right about here, I now pulled back. And the closet wall, I also pulled down. So as much as it looks like I've now made a smaller closet, which we talked about storage being a really big deal, the difference was that as a U-shaped walk-in closet that had one single rail going all the way around it, I was able to keep an equivalent or more linear storage by double-stepping my rods, organizing it better, and not having it U-shaped. It's like a galley, if you want to call it that, for a walk-in closet.
Now, I very, very quickly wanted to return to a term you used all but a second ago, and when you were describing something, you said it was unexpressive. Is it designers speak, polite speak for crap? Really?
For crap.
For crap, yeah. It was unexpressive. I'm going to start using that.
Unexpressive.
Quite frankly, what you did was unexpressive.
Could be applied in many ways, I'm sure. So yeah, it was about finding some character within these spaces, and you know, not just having that pat builder bathroom, which is what they had from that was well built in the originally, but just wasn't functioning well.
One of the things you mentioned was they already had a shower existing in one of the washrooms, but now wanted to expand the shower so that they could have a seated area because they were seniors, and and that was important to them. Were you able to put that into the new bathroom?
I was. In fact, we took what was a a little more than 3 foot shower here and turned it into a full 5 foot by 3.5 foot shower.
Oh, wow.
So it almost doubled the amount of space that was in the shower. A corner seat was popped in here, but what really made it better was that what was a full wall with a little door in it became a completely open glass with a half wall beside the toilet just to make it feel contained a little bit. And really then you were able to see through the whole bathroom, and it made it feel so much bigger, even though we were just making it slightly bigger. It almost doubled it visually. And in the in-between the two bathrooms, I did end up with like a little bit of what we would call, I suppose, a wasted space, but in essence, it made better space, so it wasn't a waste. It was a matter of being able to lengthen a vanity, but I couldn't afford to have a full depth vanity come over here and overlap a tub, so it was about how do I make that work? So we took the space that we needed for the tub, and then I simply did what we call a break front, where you've got a less deep ends and a deeper center to the vanity in order to expand that counter.
As a guy, I see what you call wasted space, and that would be a perfect place for a hidden safe.
There you go.
You know, if we really have to, you know, we'll put a safe in there. You can hide all your microfilm and documents and your spy equipment. Yes. There you go. See, I should join Pioneer.
Give me the microfilm.
There we go.
So what I did was take a little bit of that space, though, and create some niches off to the side that we could put some glass shelves in and use as display storage or towel storage, and went through a couple of different options. But some neat things that we needed to keep in mind was that this was a homeowner who said, my curling iron and my hair dryer have to be plugged in all the time, at the ready. I don't want them tucked away in a drawer. So it was about finding a system for them that worked, that was hidden. So it wasn't about walking into a bathroom that essentially guests would use and seeing stuff lying out all over the
Right.
place. So we did use brackets inside the cabinetry to keep things sort of tucked in place.
So is this where we get to see the finished product?
Sure.
Let's see the finished product. Let's see photographs.
There you go. I do have some renderings of what I had recommended.
This is the digital rendering?
This is the digital rendering of the main bathroom. So when I talked about that center section being deeper, that is showing that with the little alcove there.
And again, the digital renderings help people pre-visualize. That way you're not doing the work 6-7 billion times, right?
That's right.
This allows people to have it, because
Or
sometimes
making,
2D doesn't always work.
Absolutely, or making decisions halfway through the project. We want them to all be done up front. And then this, of course, is the ensuite that became very long and, like I said, had that glass wall that divided the shower from the rest of the space. But it was about giving them lots of mirror, which helped reflect light, which helped reflect the space and make it look even wider. So when you actually do see the final photos of these ones, which will turn up next, just being able to see the kinds of colors that we put together that still were influenced by
so even
the
though
homeowner.
the renderings just don't do it justice. Look at that, eh?
That's it. You know, like it helps you understand the space. It helps you understand what you're looking at, but it's a big difference when you can actually see the done.
That long counter makes it look like it's now about 14 feet in that bathroom.
And essentially, I probably could have made that a double sink ensuite, but that was not the requirement. And I think it's not a space that's wide enough that two people would ever really want to be in there at the same time. So, but that's the amount of length that we had. So it was great. And then this is the master bathroom. Sorry, the main bathroom. So the homeowner, the wife used the bathtub, and the husband liked the shower. So they were called his and her bathrooms. So hers had a little bit of a niche in the tub area. She wanted to have some decorative tile. So there was some nice little features that were popped into that, and keeping color tones that work together, I think, is again what makes it universally appealing.
And this is why people come to Pioneer Craftsmen Limited, because again, you take a lot of the anxiety out of the building process. You work within what people need. I mean, their needs, and then the aesthetics come secondary. But it's making highly functional spaces. That's
right.
And this is why consultants like you are very, very important, because you're able to kind of filter through all the all the information and come up with something that's truly functional and fabulous.
And that's what makes us, as a design build, different from what a contractor is. A contractor is going to ask you, what would you like, and build it for you. A design build is going to say, how can I help solve your problem and show you solutions and help you guide you through the process? That's what makes us who we are.
And save a lot of anxiety.
That's a perfect way of saying it. You can make your dreams come true. Pioneer Craftsmen Limited. You can stop by and say hi today. I love the project. Absolutely love that. Thanks for joining us, Jennifer.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Back in a moment. Stay with us.